Tonight's video is a sparkly New Year's Eve look, so if you want to know how to get this look, then keep on watching. In this video, I want to switch it up a little bit and use a little bit of color with some glitter because I know you guys have seen tons of my neutral tutorials and I figured I would switch it up for you guys. So if you want to know how I did this look, and I will be showing you two different lips that you can pair with this look, then just stay tuned and keep watching. Before you even start this look, make sure you have an eyelid primer on. I just use Prime Time from Bare Essentials, and this is to make your eyeshadow last a lot longer throughout the night. I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and I'm going to use Urban Decay's Sell Out, which is a really pretty kind of pearlescent pink, and I'm going to pat this under the highest point of my brow bone. I'm going to bust out my Urban Decay Basics palette, and I'm going to use this color, which is called Walk of Shame. And I'm just going to use a fluffy eyeshadow brush and blend this as a base all over the lid. And we're going to start to build on top of this creamy matte color. I want to shade my crease a little bit just for some definition. So the first color I'm going to use is Naked 2. This is also from the Urban Decay Basics palette. And with an angled brush, I'm just going to sweep this in the socket of my crease and blend up a little bit. To create even more depth to our lid, I'm going to use Faint from the same palette and the same angled brush, and I'm just going to focus this more right in the socket. You just want to sweep back and forth across your lid. Go ahead and grab whatever pigment you're going to use. I'm going to use this one from MAC. It's called Surf the Ocean. It was from a collection last summer or maybe even the summer before. There's no name except it's called Surf the Ocean. To apply the pigment, I'm going to use a flat synthetic brush, and this is from Sedona Lace. It's the 954 brush, and I'm going to use this to pack on our pigment. Now we want to start to build our pigment on our lower lid. And you just want to keep packing this shadow on, or I should say pigment. You can even wet your brush too with some Fix Plus from MAC or whatever else you use to wet your pigments, and this will help blend the shadow a little bit easier. This is what the pigment should look like after it's all over your lid. I'm going to create a cat eye with this look, so an easy trick to do is take a piece of tape and line it underneath your eye area and create whatever slant you want. And put your tape on so you have a nice crisp line when you put your shadow on. I'm going to start to add some black eyeshadow just to smoke up the look, and I'm going to use Urban Decay Blackout. It's the best black eyeshadow out there, at least I think so. And I'm going to use this eye brush, the number EB15 eye brush from Sedona Lace. And what I'm going to do is lightly put a little black right on the tip and put this shadow right in the socket of our crease. Just lightly do it at first, kind of an outline of where we're going to put our crease. So continue to build to how dark you want your crease to be. I want it pretty dark and black, so I'm just building up to the pigmentation that I want. Now I'm going to take a smudger brush, and with that same black shadow, we're going to start blending this in the outer V. And you want to drag the shadow from the corner of your lash line across a little bit, kind of towards the center. So we can get that winged effect. You want to just take your brush, I don't have any product on it, just whatever's left over, and you can start pulling that black out a little bit. Now you can remove the tape, and it will leave a nice crisp line. And if you need to tweak it a little bit, go ahead and do that. I want my crease to be a little bit crisper, so I'm going to take Black Track from MAC and then also an angled brush, and I'm going to lightly dip it into that liner just so I have a tiny bit of product on that brush. And what I'm going to do is start pressing this brush right in my crease, just to lightly darken it. Just for fun, I'm going to take some glitter. This is the Reflex Pearl Glitter from MAC, and with just my finger I'm going to place a little bit right on the center of my lid just for a little sparkle. I went ahead and lined my lash line just with a pen liner, and now I'm just going to wing it a little bit. So you can use that tape line that we did and use that as a guide to create your thick wing liner. Now we're going to finish up under the eye area, so I'm going to take Faint Again from the Naked Basics Urban Decay palette, and I'm going to take a smudger brush and we're just going to smudge this under the lower lash line. I'm going to keep the inner fourth bare because we will be applying something later. And then I'm going to take Crave, which is just in this palette, or you can use the black Blackout from Urban Decay, whatever you have, and just smudge a black underneath your lower lash line, just to really smoke it out. And you can kind of connect it with the wing in the very corner. Now I'm going to take my black Urban Decay 24-hour liner pencil, and I'm just going to smudge this right in the outer fourth of our lashes. I'm going to take that same pigment that we used on our lower lid, and I'm just going to smudge this right in the inner corner under the lower lashes, and then bring it around our tear duct a little bit, just to connect it with the top. I'm going to take this glitter eyeliner from MAC, and I'm going to put this on top of that pigment that we just used, just to brighten it up a tiny bit more with a little bit of glitter. Next, to make this look a little bit more dramatic, I use a pair of my favorite lashes. These are the Eyeler 202s, and this is optional, but it's just a great way to bump up your look. So now that our eyes are finally done, I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face up so I don't look like a ghost with zero contour going on. So I'm going to use my Give Me Sun from MAC, and it's a mineralized skin finish. So I love to contour my cheekbones, so I'm just going to use this duo from e.l.f. It's the Contour Blush and Bronzer Duo, and I'm going to use this color with just a stiff dome face brush. Since I already have this in my hand, I just decided I'm going to use this blush in the same duo, and I'm going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. So since it's New Year's, I want to add a little pop to my look, so the eyes are going to be the main focus, but I want a really pretty glow to my skin. So I'm kind of digging how my highlight looks under my brow bone, so I'm going to use the same shadow that I used under my brows, and I'm going to use this for on top of my cheeks. So I'm just going to take my 188 brush from MAC, dip it into the shadow, and pat this on the tops of my cheeks. So with this look, you can really do a dark lip or kind of a nude lip. It's really up to you. I'm going to try both just so you guys can see what you can do with this look. And just because it's turquoise doesn't mean you can't go and do a bold, dark color. So I'm going to do the dark color first, and then I'll show you guys the nude color. So for the dark color, I'm going to use Mahogany Lip Pencil from MAC. And then I will be using Underworld Lipstick, which is a pretty dark color, on top of that. So this is what it looks like if you want to do kind of a dark lip and more on the matte side since all the shimmer's up here. But I think this is totally wearable. This totally works. I really like kind of the turquoise iridescent with the deep kind of brownish red. It's almost like a brick red but on the darker side together. So this is one of the options that you could do if you want to do a dark lip. Now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with a nude lip. So I'm going to take Strip Down from MAC and then also a lipstick. This is called Cusp of Dawn, which is going to be more like a nude, peachy nude. And then I'm just going to take a couple lip glosses. I'm going to play around with it. And this one is called Fresh Air from MAC. And this one is called Impossibly Sweet from MAC. So I'm going to just play around with those. So this is what it looks like with a nude lip. I just did the nude and add a little bit of the pink in the center and then a little bit of the glittery lip gloss on the center too. So this is another way you can also wear this look. So that wraps up the end of this tutorial. I wanted to do a New Year's look. I did one last year too. If you wanted to see the one I did last year, there'll be a link here if you want to check it out. But I hope you enjoyed the one I did this year, and I hope everyone has a fun, safe New Year celebrating with friends, family, your boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever. I hope you guys have fun. And if you have any questions, please ask me below in the comment section, and that is it. So I will see you guys in the next video.